Hello, I am laying in my hammock on my back porch. It is an amazing day. So, yesterday, I did record, but it didn't upload. I went on a hike with my sister in law. It was awesome. We made it to the waterfall, and it was like something that you only see on those pictures and magazines and stuff, like places you need to see. It was like that. It was so beautiful. And it was a really long hike. I ended up getting a blister because my hiking boots are too old now. They're a little stretched out, so I'm going to have to buy a new pair. They're really good boots. It's just the leather has stretched back out, so anyways, it was awesome, but it ended up being 12 miles. We thought it was only a 6-mile hike, and it ended up being 12. So, but it was good. Stop it. My dog is being really loud. You knock it off. Go lay down. Barking at me because I won't throw her ball. She's so addicted. I swear to God. She's like so addicted to the tennis ball. She needs like therapy or something. Anyways, it was just an incredible hike, and the really, really cool thing about it is I've been really feeling down on myself, like I'm so out of shape and stuff, but last year when we did the same hike, I was dying. I mean, like halfway, like on the return trip, I was dying. I had to stop like every 10 feet, and I honestly, I didn't crawl, but I was pretty damn close to it. I barely made it, I made it, but I mean, it took forever because I was literally like stopping every 10 feet and just breathing really heavy and just terrible. And so yesterday, I mean, I kept up with my sister-in-law like most of the ways. It was just the last 2 miles were pretty hard, but even then I moved pretty good. I kept a really good pace. I did have to stop a few times, but nothing like before. And it just made me realize that I am continually getting physically stronger and stuff. So I haven't, I've gained some weight with the stress. Like last year I was around 260. So, from November until now, I've put on 30 pounds just from all the added stress of having to testify against my sister in November, and then just everything this year, finding out the court date and just everything. So yeah, I've put on weight, and so I was feeling really bad, and then I'm like, dude, physically I've improved since last year, and last year we did a ton of hiking, and I'm like, this is really good. It was really rewarding, and it made me feel really good about myself that, yeah, I may have put on weight, but I am getting stronger, and, the weight will go once the stress is down, and I'm just going to keep, hiking and doing what I can, but to, stop being so hard on myself. So, yeah, I mean, that was really cool, and then, today's been really nice so far. I got a huge blister yesterday on one of my feet because the hiking boots, and I can barely move. It was such a long hike. So, my calves and stuff are really sore, but this blister, I can barely walk on that one foot. So I had to cancel going into the animal shelter today. And I feel really bad because I haven't worked there for 3 weeks now. Because last week I couldn't because I was out of state, and the week before that I was sick. So I feel really bad, but I'm like, I can't walk right now, and I won't be able to do 2.5 miles at the animal shelter and feeding all the dogs and stuff. So I feel bad, but I don't really have a choice. So instead, I took the day off, and I had a client this morning, and that went really well. She was really sweet and nice, and we had a nice talk, and she was really happy with her hair and makeup, and so that was really cool. And then after that, I took myself to lunch. I went to my therapist, and we talked, and I was explaining to her how I haven't been, I haven't prayed that I won't go to prison, and then I feel guilty that, if I don't get sentenced, I feel like, like I should be punished, and she kind of made me see it as, it's a little bit of survivor's guilt. It's I am feeling guilty because my sister is in that situation, and I feel guilty for that. And then I feel guilty that, I will come out of this without, being punished. And she goes, you act like you're coming out of it scot-free. She goes, you're not. The last few years have been really hard on you. You lost your sister and you lost your family, and you're getting a felony, and you've been on pretrial, and all the stress and everything. You haven't. And she goes, and you've rebuilt yourself, and you've because you have. It's not like you've come out of it scot-free and you weren't punished. She's like, but you don't need. You need to stop feeling guilty for doing what was right and testifying. And yes, you made a mistake before, but you aren't that same person. And if you get a really low sentence compared to everyone else, which I will, she goes, it's not because you're skating by or somehow lucking out. It's just, and so whatever happens, but you shouldn't feel guilty if, you're not being whipped or, sent to a million years prison. And it's just part of it is I feel really guilty because my sister's, I just feel really bad for her because she doesn't have anyone really there for her. And here I am surrounded by all these loving people and all this, good. And here, I have a nice place, and I get to lay in a hammock today on my patio and listen to my abalone seashells clinking together. And she's stuck in county, jail. And I feel really bad for her. And I just wish this, this hadn't happened. But it has. And like she told me, she goes, they had enough evidence against your sister. They didn't need your testimony. It just, she goes, so you could have lied. You could have tried to protect her. And she goes, she'd still be spending time in prison, and she'd still go to prison. All that would have happened is you would have gone to prison for a very long time too. And she goes, and how would that have benefited either of you? And it's like, she's right. But, I just gotta learn to forgive myself for the mistakes of my past. And remember, I'm not that same weak person, and I'll be able to face whatever does happen. So, it was nice. I really like her. She's a very good therapist. And she's very honest and very blunt. But also, she gets it, and she understands, and she doesn't, tiptoe around the subject. She really broaches it, and so that's really cool. And so, yeah, so after that, after talking to her and stuff, I felt, good, and then, I'm still happy and feeling pretty content and safe and stuff. And so then I took me and my dog to lunch and just chilled. And so now I'm laying in my hammock, and I'm gonna go have a picnic or barbecue with my brother and my sister-in-law. And this is just a good day. I'm happy, and whatever happens, I'll be okay. And I was trying to feel like maybe there's a little hope. So, we'll see.